joining the press conference live.
Good afternoon. My name is Kristen Bronson. I'm the Denver City Attorney. I want to start by just reiterating what the mayor and the chief and Director Murphy Robinson have stated to this community. We know a lot of you in the community are hurting right now. We hear you, we see you, we stand with you. We understand your anger. Many of us expressed today our own personal anger and being sickened by the death and the methods that led to the death of George Floyd. But we cannot destroy our city. We cannot allow the destruction of businesses and city buildings and the violence to protesters and to other civilians in the area. The agitators who are vandalizing and looting are sending the wrong message. They are weakening the type of change that many of these protesters are so desperately seeking. Here in Denver, we have a long history of peaceful protest. We embrace the principles of the First Amendment. But we cannot tolerate lawlessness, and we will not tolerate lawlessness. To those seeking to create chaos and incite violence, we must show no margin. We must protect our city and keep its residents safe. And that is why the mayor has signed an order launching a citywide curfew beginning at 8 p.m. tonight. It will go tonight, the next 2 nights, through from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Denver Municipal Code gives the mayor the authority to protect the immediate public health, safety, and welfare of our cities at times like this. So at 8 o'clock tonight and tomorrow night, please stay at home. The curfew is going to apply to everyone, but there are some exceptions, so I'd like to go through those now. Exceptions would include, of course, law enforcement doing their jobs, firefighters, medical personnel, the Colorado National Guard, members of the news media, people that are traveling to and from work, people that are traveling to and from the airport. The airport, of course, will remain open as well. People that are fleeing dangerous situations, people that are experiencing homelessness, or people who need medical care for themselves or their families. We understand that those individuals may need to be out tonight, but those are the limited exceptions. This applies to any place within the city that is accessible to the public. Roads, highways, parks, alleyways, driveways, sidewalks, vacant lots. Please respect the city's. This applies to anyone, whether you're on foot or using any mode of transportation. If you are in violation of the 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew and you are not on this limited list of exemptions, you will be in violation of the law. And make no mistake, we will be enforcing the curfew. Under our municipal code, you could face a fine of up to $999 or imprisonment of up to 300 days in jail. We recognize that this is a measure of last resort. In recent memory, we cannot remember a curfew such as this in our city. But we must and we will protect the city and its residents.
Thank you, Kristen, and we'll conclude with Q&A. But let me say that this was a very, very difficult decision. It kept me up all night. But I don't think we had any recourse but to institute the curfew and to do the other intermediate steps that we are taking, including calling for the National Guard and asking for our regional neighbors to help us with law enforcement. What we have all witnessed is certainly not Denver, and it's not acceptable in our city. Let me also share with you that I've had conversation throughout the night, last night and this morning, with mayors all over this country, from Los Angeles to Louisville, Kentucky, including Dallas, Houston, San Francisco, San Jose, Atlanta, Georgia, New York, where we talked about actions that are being taken. And 2 things are pretty clear. One, the patterns are very similar in terms of peaceful protests during the day, and at nighttime, it seems like there's a changeover in terms of the people who are showing up and trying to incite violence and destruction in our cities. And 2, several of the cities are doing exactly what we've had to do, and that is to institute a curfew, call for the National Guard, and additional law enforcement resources. And so we are in communication. We're all thinking about how we keep our people safe, and unfortunately, at a time that we're all trying to the impacts of COVID-19, we have to take these type of very difficult, challenging steps to protect our people and to protect our law enforcement and to protect property. Let's open the question and answer. Yes.
There's been reference to agitators who are inciting violence, so perhaps this is a question for you and Chief Hazen. Who do you think these agitators are? Do you think there are specific groups that are involved? The president, for example, tweeted about Antifa, what he called the radical left, being involved in this. Who do you think these agitators are?
Well, certainly as we referenced earlier, we do not want to paint a broad brush. We do not want to group folks together. We have individuals who are advancing a violent and destructive agenda, and they are hijacking the death, the tragedy, the loss of life of Mr. George Floyd. We want to identify each of these individuals and hold them accountable for their lawlessness and the destruction that they have caused to our community.
Took some pictures last night of some foam projectiles that we found. DPD responded in a tweet about those foam projectiles, but then there was a city spokesperson who seemed to suggest that DPD had not fired those. What were those, and was DPD involved in firing those?
So there's been a misunderstanding or misperception regarding less lethal munitions. The Denver Police Department utilizes pepper ball, and that is a lower level on our use of force continuum. That is to disperse crowds. That is to help reduce the number of hands-on or reduce the types of force that are used when individuals have to get close together. Above that use of force continuum, there is what's called a 40 millimeter less lethal projectile. These are foam canisters that are used both with OC spray. Again, this is when there is a higher level at officers. This has enhanced capability, again, with that overall goal of keeping our community and our officers safe. Where the misunderstanding takes place is the term rubber bullets. Now, rubber bullets is an archaic piece of equipment that was widespread in the 60s and 70s. We do not utilize rubber bullets in the Denver Police Department, and nor have we for decades.
Why the city spokesperson then said you guys had not fired those?
It must be a misunderstanding, but we utilize pepper ball and 40 millimeter less lethal munitions.
Chief and Mayor, I have a question as well. So we were kind of in the same boat, albeit yesterday inside. We have peaceful protests just a few blocks away. You talk about the curfew starting.
There's over
tonight.
10,000 people
We all know
downtown
it down
right
to a
now.
different vibe, a different environment. What's going to be the difference when it comes to that curfew? When the sun goes down, it's a Saturday night, restaurants are open, you're going to have more people. There's a lot of vehicle traffic, Chief, here last night, as you well know. How do you stop it before it starts?
Well, you heard it. You heard the same thread through each one of these speeches. This city, the mayor, the safety department, and the police department respect people's First Amendment rights to gather, to assemble, to speak. And we need to balance that and give people those opportunities to do it peacefully without creating the harm, the destruction, and the safety concerns for the people of Denver and the people of Colorado. Utilizing this curfew tool, keeping the good, peaceful protesters away from the agitators or assisting us in identifying these agitators is how we can ensure safety moving forward.
Is that realistic, though? I mean, again, the sun goes down, and I understand what you're saying, but is that realistic to separate the good from the bad?
We're asking the good to help us identify the bad. And if you can help further that message, that's how we do this together. We built this city together.
So there's like 10,000 people right now protesting.
The protesters, the good protesters that want their message out there to help us, we are asking for their help in keeping this city safe, allowing agitators to take over the message, to hijack the meaning and cause and intent behind what we need to do together to keep this community and this country safe.
I could not say it better than what you said. The only thing I'm going to add to that is that I have participated this morning in several Zoom calls with citizens, not government officials, folks who were out here yesterday marching, having their voices heard. We heard them, we saw them, we appreciated their respect, we appreciated this peaceful march, that demonstration that just took place across the park here. However, they were as indignant in terms of what has happened and what happened last night as I was. And they have to have a peaceful demonstration to have our voices heard. And as the chief pointed out, we cannot and should not allow for others to hijack that opportunity. And so that's the message. We have had conversations this morning with restaurants. Again, we know what restaurants have gone through. While they understand this is a very difficult thing for them. This is their first weekend of being open since what, mid-March, where we had orders go into play. And so they understand the difficulty. If they have patrons in their restaurants at 8 o'clock, obviously we want people to finish their meal and then to head home. And that's what we're asking folks to do. Go home tonight. And we will be enforcing the curfew in order to keep people safe in our city. National Guard's going to be in this area. It frees up our Denver police officer and our other regional partners to help us patrol and to enforce the curfew and other laws.
Yes. Do you have any information about the people who've been arrested and some of the people who might be agitators, given that in some other cities it's been reported that they've been a lot of out-of-towners who've been causing this? Do you have any data, any updated statistics you can give us about that?
So we have individuals, including last night, who were arrested for arson, who were arrested for burglary, who were arrested for creating mischief, who were arrested for criminal mischief, damage of property, both business and to our city and state buildings. We have individuals who are arrested for weapons violations, as we've demonstrated here. 3 assault rifles brought to what is supposed to be honoring the loss of life, the tragic and horrific loss of life. There's no place in the type of positive change that we need in our community and our entire country to bring violence, instruments of violence to what should be a peaceful protest. Now, we certainly have folks that are coming from outside the metro area in order to further this type of destructive and violent behavior. And we'll investigate, follow up, and hold people accountable for the laws that they violate in our community.
Mayor, well, I'm asking more about.
We'll take both of you. Go ahead.
Okay. Mayor, what else are you doing to reach out to the community during this time, except in addition to the enforcement piece? Are you talking to civil rights leaders? Are you going to churches tomorrow? What are you doing to talk to the community at this time?
No, we're not going to churches tomorrow. We're going to continue to have conversation with our community stakeholders. There's going to be a wholesale outreach from myself and my staff to community stakeholders about decisions we're making, but also how we go forward in a constructive way. We spent the morning crafting our strategy. I started this week talking to ministers about what's going on in the community, how we can appropriately respond. I got to tell you, there wasn't one minister or one activist who typically leads these sort of efforts. The chief named those very notable leaders who we believe have done a tremendous job, and Tay Anderson, Alberta Simmons, Quincy Shannon, gentlemen who have led marches and demonstrations in the city. They put themselves at risk to keep people from inciting damage. Go to Tay Anderson's Instagram and see what he put out there as he tried to stop someone from vandalizing public property yesterday. We appreciate those efforts because that's what they're marching forward. So we're going to continue those conversations and continue trying to create opportunities for us to work collaboratively in protecting the city and advancing the cause of George Floyd and others as we stand up and try to bridge the challenges between police and the community. Yes, ma'am.
Chief and Mayor, I have a couple of questions about the use of tear gas. How many times was it?
Speak
Oh,
up.
sorry. Okay, let me do that.
You can bend that mic. It's not going to hurt you. Oh, that's not? Just speak up.
I have a couple of questions about the use of tear gas. I'm wondering how many times it was deployed. There was a city spokesperson who said yesterday that it was not deployed Friday. And also, a lot of people have been asking questions about why officers don't announce before they deploy it.
So the use of tear gas, the use of all of these less lethal tools, again, these are designed to reduce that hands-on physical interaction that often causes more challenging in order to keep the peace. The use of tear gas, 30 Thursday night, it was used Friday night, and it is a tool in order to help protect our community and to protect our officers.
And it's a tool they'll use
How many
tonight.
times it was used?
It was used only the amount of times necessary in order to help us maintain safety and peace in our community.
And then in terms of damages to properties, do you know how much damage there's been and what exactly?
There is significant damage, not only to city, state, but unfortunately to our private businesses that are already struggling as a result of the pandemic that has caused an economic crisis. And that is very harmful to the people of Denver who believe in helping rebuild after this terrible virus that has caused such great harm and loss of life to our community.
Let me say this in closing. Chief said it again, and he's hitting out of the park on these issues. But let me just say this to you. Accept the challenge of taking your cameras and walking around downtown. Take a look at McNichols Building, that Carnegie Library there that you cannot replace. Go to the Greek Amphitheater. I'm not trying to glorify the graffiti that they use to deface Greek Amphitheater. I want you to see the city and county building. Go downtown. Take a look at the Webb building, the Denver Post building. Go down the mall. See the show the people what happened in our city last night. Show the destruction that we're going to have to recover from on top of everything else that we are faced with. Talk to the business owners who are now going to have to shutter because of the curfew that we got to put in place to keep everyone safe. This is about safety. This is about making sure that we keep the people of Denver safe and that we continue to elevate and illuminate the message around George Floyd and the reason why these demonstrations are taking place in our city as well. There are a great deal of resources, human and capital, now being invested in this effort. And though we don't lead with the issue of economics, we want people to see the depth of which we have to recover because of the inappropriate actions of others who can care less about the city and about the message and the name George Floyd. Thank you all very much.
Well, folks, holy shit. So,
in 1917,
that
20-year-old Californian Bernice Smith Tongate walked into a U.S. Navy recruiting.
That was fucked up. That was them telling you what they want you to hear. Facebook. I'm going to get there. I want you to see some pictures I took a minute ago. Otto, I see you're in here. I hope you're on your way back to Denver. We need to be done. Yeah, I am watching this, right? And I'm moving. What you guys don't understand is that those of you who are like in here, the 21 of you, and only 4 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Let's do this. Let's be clear that we see what they're preparing for, because the pictures are up. Can you hear the helicopter in the background? There's 10,000 people out there. There's thousands of them out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to move. As peaceful protests are already rolling out in the streets right now, I want you to see these pictures from last night that I took this morning. That is a pepper ball right there, right? Pepper debris marks windows of the Wellington Webb building from last night's activity. These guys are putting up plywood all over the city right now. Razors are being picked up, the scooters, all that stuff. They're picking all their things up. The city is preparing for a war zone tonight. Okay? And they're already going hands-on with people. I am sore. I'm exhausted, okay? I'm in the middle of cleaning my house, but the reality is I'm a gonzo journalist, right? And being a gonzo journalist means that I got some shit to take care of. So I want you to see some things. I'm only doing a short video here, guys. I got life to do. 9 News. Denver. They're live. They gotta be right now. Why aren't they live right now? There's protests all over Denver right now. And nobody's on it. Oh, fuck. Okay. So here we go. Yep, the room's a mess. Here's what we gotta do, folks. We gotta get our press passes, our badges, right? We've gotta get the helmets on. Oh yeah. Can you see my forehead? Can you see my head? Right there. That hurts. Okay. We've got the homeless to feed tomorrow, right? My boss called me. He went and got masks for first responders and 20 gallons of milk and goggles. I don't have time to get goggles. So, the reality is that it's 1:42 and I need to be downtown, done with this shit by 7 o'clock. Out of the watchdog. I hope you're on your way up here. I am ready. I am at home. I'm waiting for you. Please come. If you're not in Denver and you're close enough to get here, get here. If you're elsewhere, go to that community. And if not, prepare to come down tonight. See us live. Oh my God, God bless you. HP 111. BBAB, Ben, I'm telling you, 7 o'clock, we're going to be downtown. The $7 swim goggles would be great if somebody had time to go gather some of those up and had money to donate in that kind of way. I could probably put money toward it afterwards. Thank you, HP 111, for that. I did lose my bicycle last night. I left it parked. It was broken. I went back for it this morning and it was gone. Fortunately, it was only a $50 bicycle, so that is the experience there. It's gonna be crazy tonight. I'm sore. I'm drinking fruits and vegetables, and martial law in Denver 8 to 5 for the next 2 days, except for the press. It was very clear that they said that. So we need press passes completed, and unsub. Is that my video? I hope so, because I did some really good videos out there last night. The night before, Otto too. Otto's been bruised and assaulted. All that stuff. Denver, Colorado is going on a curfew. I'm going to go get my honey right now. I've been gargling salt water. I'm packing. I'm moving. I'm doing all the things I need to do. It's 1:45 Mountain Standard Time. We have 5 hours to get this done. So, free Eric Brandt, jailed for his words, right? We're going to press on tonight. So, Otto, we'll see you soon. All the restreamers, all the broadcasters, get that out there. Charge your batteries. I will try. I had one last night. We lost the shit. Okay, it's just too much shit to keep up with. Sometimes you can't do it all. So, Denver was rolling. Denver was live last night, and it's going to be live again tonight. I'm going to go clean up, and we'll see you all in a few hours. Thanks.